So I'm going to be removing the factory clutch line, the steel one, because it's all bent out of shape, all weird. I ended up buying this stainless steel line. Got it off Amazon for about 20-ish bucks. Got it on Prime, so I got it the next day. Here's how it looks. And it comes with these 3 different fittings right here. And I also went ahead and ordered a new clutch slave cylinder. Off Rock Auto. It was about $15, I believe. And so we removed the plug and we use one of these fittings for there. And we're going to be doing the same thing right here where it leaves the reservoir. Went ahead and already eliminated or deleted the stock lines for the clutch, or the slave I should say. And sadly this is one of the lines that got painted, so it did leave a mark on the firewall, but I'll go ahead and touch that up some other day. It's not a big concern right now, but yeah, I got the steel brake line installed. We're touching the slave over here, but just a bunch of cross-threaded bolts from the previous owner, so thank you, previous owner, making our lives easier. Finally installed. Now we're going to tackle the power steering line. Gotta coordinate the car. So while I'm down here, I'm gonna go ahead and replace the stripped and very badly damaged transmission plugs, both of them. I do have the part numbers right here. This is for the gasket, and this is for the actual plug itself. Got one right here, and it's a 24 mil. Looks shiny. So we're right now installing the power steering lines. You can see over there, power steering line, and then we're bringing it over here to the pump, and we got it installed right here. And we are reusing the washer and the plug or the bolt from the Celica one, so thankfully that works. This is a brand new Celica one. I'll go ahead and put a picture of the one I got from Rock Auto. But this is a brand new hose from Rock Auto, and as well the brand new power steering pump. I think it's called BBB Industries or something. It's the only one on Rock Auto that has a heart next to the item, meaning that this is what people usually go with. Hopefully this lasts a really long time, because I mean, even if I unbolt the exhaust, the downpipe from the header, there's still plenty of room to get a new pump up in here. Like you can see, there's like a lot of space, so thankfully that's gonna work out if I ever need to service this. So, oh, and if you guys want a closer look at the clearance, oof, very, very tight clearance, but it should work. And yeah, let's go ahead and finish putting the power steering lines. So this new 10 piston design takes less energy to run. That's the part number right there. It's low-key expensive from Rock Auto, so bite the bullet and just buy it. Here are the part numbers for the bolts if you decide to run new ones. They're not that expensive, so just went ahead and purchased them. There are the part numbers, and I'm gonna go ahead and install it. So it is installed. These studded ones go on the top, the regular ones go out the bottom. And that's a $200 compressor right there. I suppose you could get an aftermarket one that's not Denso, but since I'm replacing almost everything from the AC system on the Celica, I'm just gonna run everything Denso. I do have the evaporator somewhere over there, a new dryer as well, And I do have on back order a condenser, but I may just cancel it and just order the one that I saw on eBay. That's a little on the pricier side, but that's what I get for not buying it off Rock Auto when they had it on stock. Oh well, it is what it is. But let's focus on other things. Went ahead and installed the alternator bracket. It's really easy to install. Had a hard time figuring it out though, but I saw a YouTube video and I figured it out. But it's installed. I just didn't just have to adjust it with this right here. So that's, we'll do that when we install the belt. We can leave that for another day. So finally got the throttle cable assembly installed with the cruise control. Looks like factory, you know. And we use this flat piece of aluminum down there to make the custom mount. Yep. And it works as it should. I'm gonna go ahead and step on the gas pedal. That's flooring it. I think it's good. So I got this assembly from the junkyard, ended up costing me about 30 bucks, which is fair, it's fine. But that is already situated, and now we're gonna figure out most likely the heater core hoses that run from there to there. So just to be specific on what vehicle I pulled it off of, I pulled it off a 97 Lexus ES300, but it should be the same out of a 4th gen V6 Camry. Same deal with the inside. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys that. So I went ahead and removed the assembly that goes right there for the stock Celica GT cruise control. Here's the remainder pieces. This is all stuff we weren't going to use, so I ended up just removing it. And I removed the cable from the Celica GT, and it bolts up, or I guess you could say it goes on the Celica assembly. You can see it goes on the Celica really well. This is off a Lexus ES300, guys. So it bolts right up. So that takes care of the gas pedal situation. And it honestly looks really good because the Celica GT one, it's a super long cord, super long cable that went all around the engine. I don't know, it looked ugly and tacky. So this is a much cleaner setup. So one of the first things we installed was this right here. This is for air assist to the injectors. Basically grabs air from the throttle body down the hose right here and then into the injectors. So don't forget that, grab it off a 97 ES300 or Camry, whatever comes with the 1MZ. Gonna go ahead and install this torque solution kit that I got off eBay for about 20 bucks. Replaces the old crusty ones right there. Should be really simple to install. So the thing was, when I was installing the bushings, one of them I couldn't get the pin to come out the other side, so I had to sand it down with a belt sander right here, and I was only able to use one of the provided clips because it's a bit fatter, so I had to use a small one, which is this part number right here. So I'm gonna save those for another day. And then here's a part number for these C-clips for the shifter cables. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, reverse. Cool.
I'm using it for the Trd one.
Already installed it. And now we're gonna focus on the heater core hoses. I have this Gates hose right here. That's the part number. And then I went to the junker and I grabbed these off of Lexus ES300. So for the other heater core hose, that's the part number right there. And it actually fits really well with how we're gonna end up running it. So the heater bypass valve of the Celica actually ended up working. I did get the ES300 one, but as I said, it ended up working for us. And we used ES300 heater core hoses. You don't have to get that small one that bends. We're not using it here, but it turned out real well because you can see how the hose bends down and then up. But not too shabby. Not too shabby. So we're connecting the EGR for the Trd Supercharger right now. This is from the bottom. Obviously we got the bottom one. So that's gonna conclude a day of work for today. Figured we did a lot today. Got the cooling for the heater core situated. I do have to go get one of these from the junkyard because the one on this one is cracked, and I feel like it was leaking coolant from there. What else? I gotta go get the external reservoir for the coolant that goes right here. Get that off of Camry and get the bolts for here and just some other little things. But every day looking more complete. Cool. Oh, and try to find a battery tie down for here and get a battery that will fit, because I was using the Honda one. But I think, oh, we still have to figure out the steering right there, and then the power steering hoses, because O'Reilly's does not sell the hoses that we needed to finish the job. But we'll figure that out.